Up to 99% of kids with ADHD experience rejection sensitivity dysphoria. So what looks like anger or shutting down is often deep emotional pain. I'm Tarryn, an occupational therapist and mom, and I see this every single day. So in this video, I want to show you what RSD is, 5 moments that trigger it, and how you can help your child feel truly understood. Let's zoom out for a second. If you have a child where a tiny correction can trigger a huge reaction, tears, rage, shutting down, this might be what's going on underneath. Many kids with ADHD experience something called RSD. It means their brain can register rejection, even though you didn't intend it, as emotional danger. So it doesn't feel small in their body, it feels massive. A correction, a not right now, or a friend not replying can hit like, everyone hates me, I'm not good enough, I ruin everything. And that is why we often see the reaction. Meltdowns, anger, refusing to try again, instead of the hurt that's underneath. So let's walk through 5 moments where this shows up most often. Let's start with one that parents see all the time. Your child makes a mistake. They spill something or get an answer wrong, and suddenly they're crying, yelling, or refusing to keep going. And parents say, I just don't understand. It was such a small thing. Here's what's really happening. For many ADHD kids, mistakes don't feel like mistakes. They feel like proof that something is wrong with them. So instead of, oops, that didn't work, their brain hears, I messed everything up. I should just stop trying. I'm literally the worst. Their emotional alarm is turned up loud, so a small mistake triggers a huge reaction. And if we respond with, you're fine, it's not a big deal, it can feel like confirmation of the fear underneath. What helps is separating the mistake from their identity. Hey, mistakes happen. I'm right here. Let's figure it out together. Then take one small next step. Clean it up, fix it, try again. Because when kids feel safe after mistakes, they keep trying. If mistakes are a huge trigger in your house, you're not alone. This is exactly the kind of moments I walk parents through inside when everything feels like rejection. So you know what to say and do when your child spirals after a correction. So in that moment, the mistake isn't the problem. The story their brain tells about the mistake is. And the same thing happens socially. This one gets especially big as kids get older. Your child sends a message to a friend. Hours go by, no reply. And suddenly they're convinced the friendship is over. They're mad at me, I ruined it, they hate me. And it's so tempting to say, you're overthinking this. But for a child with ADHD, uncertainty is really uncomfortable. Their brain tries to fill in the blank. And it usually fills it with the worst case story. So instead of they're busy, their brain reads rejection. What helps is validating the feeling and slowing the spiral. I know waiting feels awful. Let's not let your brain decide the meaning yet. Then offer alternatives. Sometimes people don't see messages right away, or they might be busy. You can even set a timer. Let's check again in 20 minutes and do something else in the meantime. The goal is not to dismiss the feeling. It's to slow the emotional spiral before it takes over. And it's not just friendships. This sensitivity shows up a lot with adults too. Now let's talk about something that happens a lot at school. A teacher corrects your child in class. Maybe they missed directions or forgot something. And it's said in front of everyone. And suddenly your child feels completely exposed. Inside their head, it can sound like, everyone thinks I'm stupid, everyone's judging me, I'm the problem. For many ADHD kids, public correction feels like standing under a spotlight. So when they come home upset, withdrawn, or even full of attitude, it's often because their brain experienced that moment as rejection. What helps is validating first. That must have felt really embarrassing. Then a gentle reframe. Being corrected doesn't mean you're bad. It just means something got missed. And then we can figure out what would help next time. Because when kids feel understood, they're much more open to hearing the bigger picture. So that's what it can look like at school. But for many kids, the most painful rejection moments actually happen at home during everyday corrections. And this is probably the one that happens the most at home. You remind them, shoes, homework, brush your teeth, and suddenly they explode or shut down. Parents feel confused. I was just correcting the behavior. And that's true. But what your child hears can be very different. When corrections happen all day long, ADHD kids can start building a story like, I'm always doing something wrong. I'm a bad kid. I can't do anything right. And once that story is there, every correction feels like proof. And just to be clear, safety limits like hitting still need a firm stop, but we can set the limit without adding shame. Try, I love you and I won't let you hit. Hands down, I'm here to help. The bigger goal is to balance correction with connection. Catch effort, notice what's going well, and say it out loud. I liked how you handled that. Thanks for trying again. You stopped your body, and that was hard. Because when kids hear positive feedback regularly, corrections don't feel like attacks, they feel like guidance. If you want me to walk you through this step by step, my program, When Everything Feels Like Rejection, will help you to respond to these moments without the power struggles and without walking on eggshells. It's for parents of kids with ADHD who are dealing with big reactions to no, correction, and mistakes. If you want that support, the link is in the description. And corrections at home are hard, but this one can cut even deeper because it hits belonging. Number 5 can be incredibly painful for kids. A birthday party or playdate happens, and your child wasn't invited. They see photos online or they hear about it at school, and their brain jumps to, they don't like me, nobody wants me around, something is wrong with me. For many ADHD kids, social rejection doesn't just feel disappointing, it hits their sense of belonging. And our instinct as parents is to minimize it. It's not a big deal, you'll be invited next time. But to your child, it is a big deal. What happens first is naming the hurt. That must have really hurt your feelings. Then once they feel seen, you can gently widen the story. Being left out doesn't mean you're unliked, it means something happened, and we can handle this together. And from there, you can rebuild confidence. Who's one friend you feel good with? Or what's one plan we can make this week? And when kids experience rejection like that, something else often starts to happen. They go into protection mode. That's when we start seeing meltdowns, anger, or them shutting down completely. And in those moments, our instinct as parents is to reach for consequences or punishment. But when your child's brain is in that red light place, punishment often makes it worse. In this video right here, I'll walk you through the 5 times punishment backfires with ADHD and what to do instead. Click the video and I'll see you there.